Today on Clearing the Clutter Inside and Out, we are talking about decluttering and organizing your garage. Our month of spring cleaning continues as we offer organizing and decluttering tips for the garage.
Welcome to Clearing the Clutter Inside and Out with Julie Coraccio. Every Tuesday at 1 p.m., hear easy to implement tips on decluttering all areas of your life: physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, and energetic. Learn how to release clutter and get organized to create the life you choose, deserve, and desire. An award-winning professional organizer and coach, Julie is passionate about supporting people in clearing clutter so they can share their gifts with the world and live a more joyful and fulfilling life.
Spring is a great time to declutter and get your garage organized. My husband and I will be clearing the clutter and organizing our garage this month, so I did this podcast to help me prepare and get in the right frame of mind. Planning. Ideally, set aside an entire weekend to accomplish this. You may need more than one weekend. I would suggest perhaps making this a monthly project. If you get done before the month is over, great. If it takes you the month, you will have planned wisely. I would also encourage you to get all able-bodied family members to help. This is a big job. And if you have some really awesome friends, ask them too. In return, you can offer to help them with a project. Before you get started, also plan if you want to have a garage sale, if you will be giving away stuff, or if there's a charity you would want to donate items to. That way, you can designate an area for those items and schedule a sale or pickup time and not have to do the work twice. Getting started. The first thing you're going to want to do is remove everything from the garage. Be sure to check the weather forecast and see if you can plan for a sunny weekend. Have tarps on hand in case it rains and you need to cover up your stuff. Remove not only what's on the floor, but also on the walls or in any ceiling storage units. I recommend then sweeping and power washing the floor. If your garage is concrete, check for cracks and see if those need to be filled. Clear out all the cobwebs and corners. Consider a fresh coat of paint if the walls look dingy. This would also be a great time to use up all of your leftover paint. The realtors out there might disagree with me, but why not have fun in the garage? If you aren't going to paint, consider giving the walls a good scrub. I would suggest giving everything time to dry. If you want to add carpet or flooring, put that in now as well. Organizing. After you've cleared the garage of everything and cleaned, group items in categories that make sense to you. You might have groups such as lawn and garden care, automotive, decorations, tools, sports equipment, etc. Take the time to go through all of the categories and purge. If you have lots of children's sports equipment, now is the time to have them try stuff on and see what fits. If it doesn't, take it to Play It Again Sports, post on Facebook for friends, free with pickup, or donate. Garages can become big dumps for things we don't want to make decisions about. Commit to making decisions and deciding whether to keep or release something. Let go of rusty items, anything that has expired, or if you have duplicates. If you have combined households and didn't purge when you did so, you might be surprised at the number of duplicates you have.
Are you looking for information on how to get organized and reduce clutter? Have you wanted to hire a professional organizer, but it's not in your budget? Do you just need some quick professional advice on clutter or organization? Our clutter-free living classes and how to organize your life office hours support you in becoming free, moving forward, and achieving success. Learn more at reawakenyourbrilliance.com.
Storage options. Once you have purged, it's time to find a home for all that you have left. I'm going to suggest getting as much stuff off the floor as possible. When things are on the floor, they can easily grow into piles and clutter. We have pegboards we use for tools that we love. Everything is off the floor and we gain more space. When we remodeled our bathroom, we recycled the sink, but use a cabinet and put a door on top that serves as a workstation for my husband and also allows him to store tools. We also have shelving on every wall of our garage. When we move, I will purchase some nice storage cabinets from Costco. They go on sale at least once a year and look fantastic. Don't forget the ceiling. There are lots of options for ceiling storage. This is a great place for things that you don't access frequently, such as luggage or holiday decorations. The garage is prone a bit to outdoor elements, so I suggest containerizing or covering items that might be affected by dust, rain, etc., such as pet carriers or luggage. Label items so you can easily find what you need. Create a map that you can keep near the garage door with groups or categories of where everything is stored. Hazardous materials. Note on hazardous materials. Designate a place for these. I encourage you to store in something that you can lock. Check with your local government to find out how to properly dispose of any hazardous materials you are removing. No matter how tired you are, please do this. When people don't dispose of things properly, they can end up in our water supply, among other things. Sometimes people store boxes of memories in their garage. Challenge yourself here. If something is really that important to you, do you want to keep it in the garage where it can get ruined? When is the last time you looked in those containers of memories? Some of those boxes might be ready to be let go. Once you've done a major purge, upkeep is a breeze. Every year, take time to declutter the garage so things don't go back to the way they were. Takeaways from today's podcast. Take the time to plan decluttering and organizing your garage. For most people, it is a big project and most likely need a few days broken into steps. Once you remove everything, clean, sweep, dust the entire garage. Check for cracks in concrete and consider improvements like painting. Garages can easily morph into delayed decisions on other household items. Commit to making decisions on everything in the garage. Here's to a happy spring and a clean garage. Go out, clear the clutter to create the life you choose, deserve, and desire.
Thanks for listening to Clearing the Clutter Inside and Out. Sign up for our newsletter and receive a free copy of our 10 clutter-free living tips. Ready to create the life you choose, deserve, and desire? Learn about Julie's services including coaching, classes, affirmations, aromatherapy, and her unique How to Declutter Your Life course and more at reawakenyourbrilliance.com. Don't forget to subscribe and join us next Tuesday at 1 p.m. Remember, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step.